Good friend of mine contacted me recently. His name is Gary Lankford. Gary is a Christian counselor here in Columbus. Actually, I've had Gary speak here at Westford Christian. I think it was a couple of years ago. And I refer people to Gary, individuals, couples, in regards to Christian counseling. Gary got a hold of me and said, hey, do you think that your people there at Westford Christian, do you think that they'd want maybe like a refresher in regards to American politics or American government? And I thought, well, yeah. I know for one thing I would like that. I think that would be also, it would go very well with my series that I'm doing right now called Crucial Questions. On November 1st, I'm going to ask the question, why vote? I mean, why be concerned about politics at all? So I think what Gary would have to say would be a great precursor to what I'm going to be saying on November 1st. So I'm very excited to announce that this coming Sunday night, October 18th at 6 o'clock, Gary Lankford is going to be coming to speak. He's going to be doing a seminar here at our church. It will be in our worship center. We'll follow the same social distance protocols that we do on Sunday morning. We'll follow those also on Sunday night. And I'd love for you to come out and be a part of this. His seminar is entitled American Politics and Government. And so he's going to follow these 4 sections. He's going to look at politics, who cares, critical issues, how elections are won and lost, and the Christian's redemptive role in politics. I think this will be an exceptional time to come together, kind of get some clarity, to kind of refresh ourselves about what really is, what it's all about with American politics and American government. I think this will be a really helpful time to gather together, and I invite you to come and be a part of it this Sunday night, October 18th at 6 o'clock. Also, Gary and I have been talking about issues related to people and one in particular is loneliness. And so I'm very concerned about just, again, all of us in general, but about the church family at the Westford Christian Church. So I thought, I really need to try and do something about this. I'm concerned that there are people within our church, and I don't know how else to say it, they're just kind of falling through the cracks. Again, it's because of online services or whatever, but it's just simply because there's just things going on with COVID and it's preventing us from making connections. And so because of that, I've taken our church's database and we've created this thing called Operation Engage and Connect. And I have 25 lists. About 36 people are on each list. And here's what I'm asking people to do. From your home, could you make phone calls for people within this church? You would call a person and you probably don't know them. You might, but you probably don't know them. I'm simply asking you to call and ask a couple questions. How are you doing? How are you doing? How can the Westford Christian Church, how can we help? And how can I pray for you? That's what I'm asking people to do. Operation Engage and Connect. I would get you a list. Again, has approximately 36 people on the list. I would, I'd get the list here at the church, or I'd mail it to you. Either way, but is that something that you could do? Maybe you're not able to get out, but you could certainly make phone calls and check on people just so we know that people are not falling through the cracks. I'd love it if you could participate and be a part of this. I think it'd be very, very helpful for Westford Christian. I'm continuing my series this Sunday called Crucial Questions. We're going to talk about something about, do we have the ability to be able to agree to disagree and still be friends? We'll be at 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Remember, you got to register for both. Children's Ministry is at 10 o'clock. And don't forget Multiply Christian Church. They'll also be meeting online at 9:30. Can't wait to worship God with you this coming Sunday.